pretty peaceful out here this afternoon.
Home may be where the heart is. But for John and Eleanor Harper,
It's a nice calmness in West Point.
Yep.
traveling beyond the beauty of coastal Virginia provides the spice of life.
Enjoy traveling. We've been to the Caribbean, we've been to Ireland, we've been to Maine, we've been to several places.
Recently, the couple stamped their passports visiting a new destination, Germany.
I did not know how I was really going to feel.
On the itinerary, seeing the sights, but you won't find these landmarks in any travel guides.
It wasn't a vacation.
On this trip, John is chasing the past.
When I hit those places and I think about them, it's still emotional.
He is determined to visit the places that altered the life of the man he always looked up to.
That would have been my dad, John Paul Harper.
John Harper served as a nose gunner on a B-24 during World War II.
Dad was 19, a teenager.
On August 4th, 1944, the Daisy May is crippled by flak.
The plane could maybe catch fire, explode, and there was a decision to bail out at that time by the pilot.
The airman parachutes into enemy territory.
He was asked many times, were you scared? He said everybody was scared.
In 2018, the veteran tells me it is the beginning of a 9-month nightmare.
My chute opened, and when I finally settled down from swinging, it was very quiet. I heard a guy hollering. I looked, it was a German soldier, and he had a rifle pointed to me.
The teenager spends several miserable months in a POW camp.
It only got worse, yes.
As the German army was collapsing, John and thousands of American prisoners are marched 600 miles in brutal conditions.
My dad never took his boots off from day one to the end of the march. Not one time. He said if you took them off, he might not ever get them back on.
The so-called Shoe Leather Express lasts 86 days. Hundreds die along the route.
And this was done without food, or very little food, very little water, in some of the most harsh conditions that Europe has experienced.
When the Americans are finally rescued, the 6-foot-tall Harper weighed just 91 pounds.
We were fatigued and we were starving, but we were free. And I can't tell you how good that felt that day.
It is this odyssey, 82 years ago, that draws a curious son across the Atlantic to retrace his father's steps.
It probably allowed me to create a more emotional connection to the story.
A historian in Germany who researched Harper's doomed B-24 leads John and families of other crew members to the crash site.
It's just an incredible experience to do what he did to try to preserve this history.
Metal detectors help turn up relics of the Daisy May buried deep in a field.
Say what it is, John.
Crazy experience. Apart from the plane. It's so exciting to be out there on the hunt.
He couldn't stand still. He was going from one hole to the other, trying to find parts.
The 74-year-old son visits the site where his father was captured, the camp where he was held prisoner, and the spot where John would sleep during the Death March.
And you're standing in this barn, and then all of a sudden you realize, my dad was in this barn.
The Germans even unveil a new memorial dedicated to the Daisy May.
By preserving their history.
Once strangers, the German hosts and the American tourists grow close over a dark chapter in shared history.
I met numerous Germans, some incredible people, incredibly caring people.
John returns to West Point with souvenirs of a different sort.
Yes, I came back with actually parts from the Daisy May.
The traveler is also unpacking a suitcase full of answers to lingering questions.
Your door opens up, you got choice. You can go through the door, you shut the door. You never know what you're missing when you shut the door.
I could feel John's emotion at every stop. I was very happy because I knew it would mean a lot to him to see what his dad went through.
John's dad died in 2022, but in a way, the World War II veteran was walking with his son every step of this journey.
Yeah.
Author John Steinbeck once wrote, "People don't take trips, trips take people."
It turned into a lot different experience than what I was expecting.
For frequent traveler John Harper, this journey to the past, a place of so much pain, was the trip he never knew he needed.
If I hadn't done this, it would have been the biggest mistake of my life.
For I Have a Story,
Because if I'd have missed this, I would have regretted it forever.
I'm Greg McQuaid, CBS 6 News.